On May 26, 2013, off the coast of Nigeria, the tugboat Jascon 4 was doing a routine job, steadying an oil tanker in the Atlantic, when without warning, disaster struck. The boat flipped in seconds and sank almost 100 feet to the seafloor, coming to rest upside down. 11 crew members were on board. No one was expected to live. 3 days later, on May 29th, South African saturation divers from DCN Global were sent to inspect the wreck and recover what they believed would only be bodies. But inside the upside-down Jascon 4, they found something no one expected.
What's that? Okay. All right, you found one, yeah? He's alive, he's alive. Okay, keep him there, keep him there. All right, just, all right, just hold him there, okay? Just keep him there. Calm, okay? All right, just reassure him, pat him on the shoulder. Okay. All right.
Right, let's get that hat on his head so we can reduce the CO2, please. Just want you to keep calm, okay? Are you feeling okay? Are you sore? Have you got any injuries? Okay. What's your name? Harrison. Okay, Harrison. My name is Colby. Okay, and I'm gonna bring you home, okay? And the driver that's helping you now, his name is Nico. Okay, that's Nico, okay? You mustn't take your hat off, okay? You must just breathe nicely, yeah? Okay. Alright, let's go. You hold your umbilical and you listen to me, okay? Alright, we're going now. Put your head underwater and breathe comfortably, okay?
The survivor was Harrison O'Keen, the ship's 29-year-old cook. He had been in the bathroom when the boat rolled. As freezing black water flooded the halls and rooms, he felt his way through the upside-down wreck and made it to the engineer's office. There, in total darkness, he found a small air pocket about 4 feet high, just enough to keep his head above water and barely enough to stay alive. He was alone, surrounded by the dead. For the next 60 hours, Harrison waited, breathing stale, thinning air, listening to the metal hull groan and the distant sounds of sea life beginning to feed. Worse, he could smell the decaying bodies of his crewmates in the water nearby. When a recovery diver first saw a hand in the murk, he thought it was a corpse drifting, but when the hand grabbed back, he jerked away in shock as the realization sank in. The team quickly put a diving helmet on Harrison and prepared a careful, dangerous rescue. He had been stuck at a depth where few could survive, and bringing him up too fast could cause deadly decompression sickness. After the rescue, Harrison spent another 60 hours in a pressurized chamber so his body could slowly adjust to surface pressure. Only then was he released, weak but alive. National Geographic later explained that an air pocket that size, about 13.5 cubic meters, should only keep a person alive for roughly 56 hours before the carbon dioxide concentration inside it becomes fatal. Harrison survived almost exactly that long. Many called his survival a miracle, but it wasn't just luck. O'Keen said that during those long, lonely hours, he recited Psalm 54 again and again, the same verse his wife had texted him earlier that day. It was a prayer for rescue whispered in the dark. He said it helped him stay calm, avoid panic, and hold on. May 15, 2015 started out like any normal school day in Jefferson County, Kentucky. Outside Wilkerson Elementary School, the yellow buses pulled in, lining up as usual to drop off and pick up students. But what should have been an ordinary afternoon bus ride turned into an event that would change one family forever. That day, the bus was driven by Melinda Sanders. Reports later said her view from the driver's seat was blocked, not just by the size of the bus, but also by items cluttering the dashboard. This made it harder for her to see the road, and more importantly, the kids getting off the bus. One of those kids was 7-year-old Allie Rednor, who was simply trying to go home like she had done many times before. But this time, everything went wrong. had closed the bus door without realizing Allie's backpack was caught. That mistake started a terrifying chain of events. Allie was dragged for 1,320 feet, almost a quarter of a mile over the course of 53 horrifying seconds. The huge bus pulled her across the pavement as she struggled helplessly. It wasn't until a passing driver, who happened to be nearby, noticed what was happening. He realized a child was being dragged under the bus and quickly pulled his vehicle in front of it, forcing Melinda to stop before things got even worse. Allie was badly hurt. She had deep cuts and scrapes on her legs and hips, nerve damage that still causes her pain, and permanent scars, both physical and emotional. She went through 8 major surgeries, including skin grafts and painful scar repairs. She developed severe PTSD and became terrified of school buses. She was only 7 years old, but something as routine as getting off the bus had changed her life forever. On January 7, 2020, in a small town just west of Atlanta where homes sit close to the railroad tracks, something happened that no one could have seen coming.
Come here!
Officer Andy Anderson, a 16-year veteran of the Polk County Police Department, was responding to what seemed like a routine burglary report. Someone had been spotted breaking into a house on College Street, right near the train tracks. When Anderson arrived, he saw a young man, later identified as 18-year-old Jaden Mose, walking away from the home carrying what looked like a TV. Things escalated quickly. Mose took off running, and Anderson chased after him. The whole incident was recorded on Anderson's 360-degree body camera, but no video could truly show the weight of what was about to happen.
Come here! Get right before come out towards Piedmont at the railroad tracks.
The chase led them onto the railroad tracks. Anderson was completely locked in on catching Mose. His training, instincts, and focus were all on the suspect. But that focus blinded him to the danger around him. While he was chasing Mose, he didn't see or hear the Norfolk Southern freight train barreling toward them. The massive train, hundreds of tons of steel, was moving at full speed with its horn blaring in the cold air. But in the chaos and tunnel vision of the chase, Andy didn't notice. Seconds later, the train hit him. The impact threw him off the tracks and into the nearby bush. His body camera kept rolling, capturing the eerie silence after the hit, followed by his groans and calls for help. Emergency crews arrived to find him barely conscious. He had a concussion, 6 broken ribs, a shattered elbow, and a fractured shoulder. He was rushed to the hospital and stayed there until January 12th before going home to recover. Mose got away that day, but police caught him on January 13th. Against all odds, Officer Anderson eventually made a full recovery and returned to active duty.